Welcome everybody to another Behind Your Name. I'm your boy Budilla.
And your boy Prince J. Ron.
We got a special guest in the building, a legendary guest, man.
David from the block. from the legendary
David
KAOS
from KAOS
Posse.
What's going on, my brother?
What's happening, people?
Man, how you feeling today, man?
Man, it's a hot one where I'm at. Just kicking back, man, getting off work and stuff.
That's what's
Relaxing.
up. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm really excited for this episode, man, to hear your history and things like that. So without further ado, can you take us way back to your beginnings, way before it was a KAOS and before you was the talented person that you already grew into being? When was your beginnings? How did you start? Where was your beginnings?
Well, beginning with me, man, I grew up hard. So, I came from the system. My mom, dad wasn't around. I had to live in different areas, live with different folks. Me and my brother, my little sister, I got about 4 of those spread around the country. So, but to be honest with you, man, it started out just having to, find something that I wanted to get into that would be positive. Everything around me at the time, from when I was, say, about 5 to about 11 years old, man, it was all negative, and I needed to find something that was gonna streamline me to the positive side of things. I mean, of course, we got God who's always ahead of our lives, you know what I'm saying? But I needed to find something different. And when I moved from, I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, so I'm originally from there. But I moved to 4 or 5 different states, man. Minnesota, California, West Virginia, within a 4-year time span.
Wow.
Living in different foster homes and stuff, man. And again, like I said, I had to be a protector. Older brother, I was the oldest brother, of the kids, and had to be the protector, had to be the provider in a sense,
Mm-hmm.
And I just had to find that positivity. So when I came to Chicago, I went, everything started to change for me. I moved. I'm from Fort Heights. We call it the Greasy. You know how it is. I lived on 15th Street. That's where I'm originally from. 15th Street, Sunnyfield, and that's where it all started, man. Being under them street lights, stepping, because before it was footwork, it was stepping. It was a lot of stepping. That's what my cousins that brought me in, they like brothers and family. We brought it in family, so they did a lot of stepping. But I was a student at that point, but I was a kid with a bad attitude, bad temper. So they had to change that up. You know how it is when you're a bad temper. You got to be changed.
Yeah.
So they changed it up. Even though I got caught to the streets a little early, but them, putting that in front of us, showing us something different, it was exciting. It started to change everything, man. Going from, sitting in front of the crib, bumping the speaker with the track, going into the club, Jubilation, Dalton Expo,
Wow.
and it took a lot of work, man. I didn't get it quick as everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn. I had to watch a lot. I had to put in a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in, you know, and they brought us in. There were about 4 of us. You know, we was called Lil Chaos at one point. We was a Lil Chaos. Yeah. You know, me, the family, Kenny, Leroy, Lamar, Leroy, little brother Lamar, Neil. That's when we came in. We came into the mix. We put some stuff together, man. Over the years, man, a couple of years go by, we into these clubs. You know, we still doing a little street life. We still trying to figure out where we at. You know, 13, 14 years old and talent shows. Our first talent show was at Bloom Trail. Bloom Trail High School. Not Bloom Trail.
Bloom Trail.
You know? Yeah, man.
How was that?
Yeah, that was exciting because it was the first one. That's when they brought us out. That when Lil Chaos really hit the scene. KAOS Posse was there. You know, they already had a rep, but Lil Chaos, we hit the scene, man. They wouldn't even let us dance. We were so tough on that stage. They rushed the stage too quick for us. You know, it was more of a thing, you know, we was trying to just get a little recognition, you know. We young. You know, we want a little recognition in the hood. Try to have a little fun with the little females. You know how we do it.
Right.
And you know, it sprouted out because it became a lot more responsibility. Everybody want to be KAOS now. You know, the way we you know put things together, the way we saw things, and we could flip moves and do what we did and bring it to the suburbs from the city, because we all know the city had it before. You know, the city of Chicago had it before it was even, you know, before we even saw it in the hood, in our hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we had to go see it for ourselves. We wanted to see it for ourselves. You know, 15, 16, going into the Jubilation, Total Impact. That's when Summer House of Matic, you know, and then Summer K59 and U5U used to come up in there, and we used to see it. You know, sometimes it was never go in and just dance. Sometimes we just go in and just sit back, chill, see how it flows. You know, how it works. You know, and you'll never really hear KAOS really battle for a while. We didn't really battle a lot. You know, Lil KAOS really brought the battle and peace in it. You know, we did. We brought the battle and peace in it. Mostly our older portion of the group, they sat back, they watched us, they guided us, they watched over us, made sure we were safe and all that. Because, you know, coming up in the hood, dancing was like selling drugs. It was territorial.
Territorial.
It was territorial.
Dancing was like selling drugs. It was territorial.
You know, it was like selling drugs. You had to have a spot, you know. And so, you know, that's when HOC, Panic, all them started coming out. Right. You know, and then we really brought it to the suburbs the way we should in that format, you know, battling. We lost a few people, you know, from other groups like you know, rest in peace, Boo. You know, he was a big part of that, man. He was a big part of that, you know. And matter of fact, I just got recently, when I was in Chicago recently, about a month ago, was it a month ago or something like that, where they had a little party for him. You know, they represent him every year. And Sunday.
Yeah. Carlos.
So I was able to. Carlos stole something for him every year, and that was huge, man. I got to see that, got to be around that for the first time, you know. And it's been over 20 years, man. Yeah. And, but yeah, man, KAOS goes from there to getting into, you know, talent shows at the Regal, talent shows at Bloom High School. We even threw our own talent show at Cottage Grove, you know. So that reunion was for that, because that was like, I think it was like 20 years from the time we threw that talent show at Cottage Grove.
Wow.
So, yeah, man. And you know, it was a lot of the hip hop culture that we brought to the game, like the dress code, you know, how we all linked in, dressed alike, all that stuff. We was a part of that, you know. We was excited, man. KAOS grew to 50 people, man. We took 50 kids off the street in Fort Heights. You know, you just don't do that.
Yeah.
You know, 50 kids, man, that's huge. You know, and we had to figure ways out because a lot of those kids couldn't go to the clubs with us and just chill out and be in, they had to get to a certain age to be able to do that.
Yep.
And so we had to figure other ways to hang with our group, And that was exciting. So practice was exciting, you know what I'm saying? When we sitting there, we practice every day, man, 4 or 5 hours a day, That was crazy. That was crazy. Like practice, you be coming out sweating, Look, taking 4 or 5 hours out of the day to practice, and you sweating, and you don't think about the streets no more, All you think about is, man, we just got this now ready for the show, ready for the weekend to go kick it, Man, those was the days, boy.
It gave them something. It gave kids something to do, and like I feel like individuals like yourself was like hood celebrities to us. You know what I'm saying? When we was young, you know what I mean? Like we wanted to, you know what I mean? Even though we saw TV and with the rappers and your hottest basketball player at the time was like Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to. At the same time, we couldn't touch them. You know what I'm saying? Right. We couldn't really talk to them, but we can come to y'all and ask y'all for advice and, you know what I'm saying, teach us some steps, you know what I'm saying? And then also at the same time, even though it's not going on now, it was going on before, there wasn't a lot of father figures, you know what I'm saying, in the household, you know what I mean? So we see y'all, you know what I'm saying, the older, our OGs.
Big brother.
You know what I mean? Like, that's keep us on our, on our P's and Q's, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So what
and you know what?
Go ahead.
But that's what I figured, that's what drove us, because we knew we had people that was looking up to us.
Right.
It drove us to that point where I was talking about commitment earlier. Man, we got to stay committed to certain things. We got a show to do. We got to make sure we got enough people to do the show. Make sure they commit. That commitment is held up. Because that's a reputation that a lot of people don't understand. Dancing take a lot of commitment, man. It's like a sport.
Yeah.
It's like a sport, man. You got to stay in shape. You got to be able to do the moves. That stuff wasn't easy. You take a lot of falls, like skating. When you learn how to skate, you fall. You burn them elbows a couple times. Right. break a couple of wrists or something, But it wasn't easy, and it was something that drove us, that for our younger generation that was coming behind us to keep going with that. Now it's exciting for us. Now It's like, man, they doing what we used to do. That brought that battle on with King Charles.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like when I was sitting in there, everybody, I walking through the crowd, nobody seen me in a while, Nobody see KAOS like that, But you see me walk through the crowd as if I'm not doing that as much, but you see me get into that circle and still bring that old school vibe, and I'm able to still do the old school moves, and everybody like, hey, he still got that shit, That's real. That was real, you know what I'm saying?
That was actually the first time I saw you, Dave, for real. Was at the King of the Circle, dog, and all I saw was that's when you had your braids or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm looking, and I'm watching
at the Star Flyer.
Yeah. Now look.
Yeah, at the Star Flyer.
At the Star Flyer. Now look, I didn't know that your name was David though. I thought your name was KAOS. I kid you not. For the longest, I thought your name was KAOS, right? So I'm like, so I forgot so our group, you know what I'm saying? So creation, they're like, man, yeah, they saying who all about to battle. So I'm like, KAOS Posse, who is that? So then you come in, you come on the floor, you get to dancing though. Like, cause look, listen, when old heads dance, that get me like, yo, I don't even want to dance. Like I just want to
amp. You get amp off that old vibe. That old vibe.
Bro, when you started dancing, dog, and then look, what got me was because other people, when you start doing the butterfly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't like, they was kind of like, they still was new. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh man, what he doing? What the band? My eyes, I'm like, he going off, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he going off,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Like,
Yes, sir.
having them moves, the new school didn't even know what it even
they didn't know what it was.
They didn't even know what it was. But
Yeah.
but real recognize real though, like on beat, clean, everything,
Yeah.
straight basics, just boom, foundation. Like, ooh wee.
Hey,
And that was
believe me,
about.
man, it was rough because we went to King Charles was no punk, boy. And I had to see for myself what was going on still in the dancing world and that culture, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to see what was going on, and just to see our young people still trying to hold it down and still do the same stuff, it was real, and it was changed up, and then when you saw me at the reunion party,
Right.
when you was at the reunion party, you seen me hitting some of the newer stuff. It was because and I was just hitting that off the top of the head. I become one of those dancers at one point to beat structure. I was one of those, I had to practice to get it, and then I could throw it out there. But I became one of those dancers where I could get out there and think off the top of the head. It's like freestyle rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like I can freestyle now. I'm real, I can really get into it. And my people right there, and they even looking like, dang, this boy's still doing it. He's still going. After 20 years, he's still going, And that was real, man.
He is.
Exactly.
And you seen me. I was the hype man.
But
on the stage, I broke it up on the stage. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but for you to have that, some people, you know what I'm saying, don't have that confidence
or that drive.
That, you know what I mean? Like you might see, because there's a couple of old heads I done saw at parties, and you be like, man, go ahead, hit something. They be like, no, like, you know what I'm saying? They don't even dance. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you be wanting to see them so bad, like, man, it's something. You know what I'm saying? Ant Brown is one of them. I be thirsty for Ant to hit to dance, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, come on. He be like, no.
15 seconds, 10 seconds.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So for you to even be like, man, I'm out of, you know what I'm saying?
And you could kick it right off.
Like, yeah, man, that's a blessing, bro. To even be able to move.
Yeah.
But it was, how it is. Like KAOS we didn't want it to fade. We just wanted to be, in the back scenes of it. You know what I'm saying? Like we thought rather than just going out there, putting ourselves out there and dancing and stuff like that, man, we could feed a couple of young people. That's the reason why I came to the King of the Circle right there. So just to see what was going on, who needed help or who wanted to get down, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it. And I had to show them that I can still do it. I can still move. You know what I'm saying? I know I probably don't got it like some of y'all got it, but I'm decent enough to hold my own. I'm gonna grab the crowd in a whole nother way because dancing wasn't just footwork.
Exactly.
We had a lot of body work going. The females love that. You know what I'm saying? All that mixed in. So, and then I just the way you carry yourself. It's the way you carry yourself in dancing. It's a whole lot to that. Because you could be in the hood and be a dancer, but never get out there. Nobody even know who you was. We had rest in peace Flathead. You know what I'm saying? That young brother, man, I ain't never seen nobody move like that. Never seen nobody move like that. God rest his soul. You know what I'm saying? But being real with you, man, it was a wonderful time. It was a wonderful time. And I'm hoping that, when I see on Facebook and I see that footwork is still going in different countries and all this other stuff, I'm like, man, we had a part of that, so it was exciting when you came and you called me and said, could you come on the show and, man, just being a part of that history, just knowing that where that came from, we was there.
Exactly. Exactly.
So and the things it can do.
I wanted to ask, because I know you used to perform and everything else. Do you prefer performing or like battling, like you know what I'm saying, individually, like you by yourself battling?
I don't know. I like the performing part, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because as a group battling, when you're on stage up against another group, it's battling anyway, right? So what I thought was the performing part. Who can grab a crowd in a sense? You know, individually, you got to have moves because only certain people know what those individual moves mean.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you're doing it as a performance, it's a story being told. You know, when you got a group out there, you telling that story of that music that's playing behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like I could take a slow song, slow jam, and put a whole show together. That's that choreography, that mindset. It just shows what creativity people had when you're performing. You know, individually that's good because you can do some, you know, certain people don't know what it means, and your move could be better, but yet and still the people on the sideline don't know what that means.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know what that means. And the person that you battling don't do nothing as spectacular as you did, but yet and still they win that battle.
Still, right.
It ain't really that's why it's a culture. That's why it's something that's, when I see it going outside of us doing performance, you can see it. You know, like, say for instance, when I saw Missy Elliott put it on her video, footwork on her video, that was crazy to me. Like, it's out there now. That go to creativity. Somebody using that, you know? That helped put us on the map at Chicago, you know? And I try to do that now, today, you know, with the kids. Try to bring out that creativity in certain areas. Got to make them think, you know?
Yeah.
You know, if my kids right now go out and they playing basketball against another team, or it's a 2-on-2, my two boys go up against somebody else, I tell them, you got to think about it, man. You got to be creative to win. If you know you ain't as athletic or as big as this next person, you got to be more creative than that person to win that. You know, so a lot of life lessons came out of that dancing, man. A lot of life lessons.
I bet.
It came out, man. Just right now, you know, I was a part of a lot of youth organizations. I moved from the south suburbs over to the west side of Chicago for a couple of years, maybe about 5 or 6 years, actually. And I started to see young people out there on their corners and stuff, man. And I just said, you know what? I got a couple of kids. I'm going to put them to a baseball field, and I'm going to show them that we can do this on the baseball field, you know? Let's start thinking about the baseball field. So I hooked up with a couple of programs, and I came up with my own, Sky's the Limit. And we started the Little League Baseball program in Chicago. That comes from the thought process that we had as KAOS.
Exactly.
As KAOS.
You know what I'm saying? All that came from that. Yep. You know, then it comes to, I took it from there, left it to another organization, let them have it, and it's all nonprofit. See, a lot of people today try to make money off certain situations, but the money comes. It ain't something that you should be pushing. Yep. The money comes. It'll come, because when you try to buy youth, it ain't gonna help. You know, when you try to buy that, when you try to use the young people for money, man, it ain't gonna never work. So when we do those talent shows and stuff like that, man, that came out of our pockets, and we never had to really gain no money off of that. You know, if it did, it was just money that was made off of it. That's just the thought process that we had as KAOS. You know, outside of that, man, I moved from West Side, came back to, you know, the suburbs, man. I lost my dad. I got divorced. I graduated from college all in the same year, man. Rough year. It was a rough year. And then that's when they had the reunion. And I was able to get out there and really express myself. Right. You know, I was able to just release everything I had in my mind that I could possibly make my body do. Move in ways that I didn't think I could. And to this day, I still do that. I can sit here and I'll be hearing music and I'll just be cranking up. And I'll be like, hey, man, I still be cranking up. That's crazy. It's natural, you know? But that's where I can get loose, you know? And then from that point, man, I met my girl. We from the same hood. She danced with us a couple of years when she was younger. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh.
We had a kid, and then all my kids is talented. And I'm like, I'm not finna sit here and have them watching their back every 5 minutes and all this other stuff. So I'm gonna try to put them in positions that I can move them with. So shout out to Juanica Vance she's from University Park. She had a youth organization that turned into a full-blown school, man, over in Stager.
Wow.
Full-blown. Also, it's called Foundations for Advancement. And she on Facebook too. So y'all give her a couple of shout outs. That's great, man.
It's called, what's the name of it? Foundations
for Advancement. It's a full-blown school, man, and she built her own teaching curriculum. I had a chance to bring my program and work with her as much as possible when she started up. And then I also helped coach and mentorship in University Park with their football program and stuff like that. So it's been a lot, man, for me to be a part of all of this and being able to still stay in contact with my people. Right. So I moved to Florida. Actually, I moved to Tennessee a couple of years back, took a job opportunity after I graduated from college with a bachelor's degree. And I was still working on my master's. And then I had an opportunity to work for a big company called Navy Federal Credit Union. And that's why I moved to Florida. Now I have a son that lives in San Antonio. He's at a scholarship right now playing football. I got a daughter that just graduated. I have another daughter that just graduated, that'll be graduating this year, but I have a son that just graduated down here. He has a full ride to William Penn University running track. Right. And that's the one with the music.
Right. Man, that's inspiring. That's inspiring.
Man. Then I got my daughter, she plays 3 sports, volleyball, basketball, and track. Now, she's a story. I'm going to tell you. She had surgery on her legs a couple of years ago because she had compartment syndrome. The muscles tightened up too much. Stuff grew around her muscle and it stopped her from doing her thing. She's a nice guard, nice point guard, nice track runner. I believe she was running like a 12-4 in the 100 before she had the surgery.
Right.
She's now running like 11-something after the surgery. That's how hard she worked. Her work ethic. That tells you, look, KAOS Posse work ethic was real. We worked every single day. Anything we could do when it pertained to dancing, working out, getting stuff together, man, that work ethic counted. So that's another piece that comes out of this culture, man. Our people got a lot to do, and they got a lot to learn that these younger people nowadays, man. I just want to say that, man, they just got to stay focused and build a work ethic that's going to be positive. Once you do that, everything goes in the flow.
Yeah.
I still got 2 more, man. I got 2 more kids, man, that are 100% hard workers. I got a 7-year-old. He played football, baseball, basketball. He's standing 54 inches tall, man, at 7 years old. I got a 13-year-old, man, that just played in a tournament in basketball, and he a football player. Top notch, man, in all 3 sports. He also played baseball. So again, it brought a lot out of us. You can see a lot of it in our kids. You see a lot of it in our circles, our people we hang around. Like I'm so proud of you guys, man, being able to have a show like this. We never had this. We had this back in our day, that'd have been amazing. You could only imagine the things we could have done and the fact that we could have had back this type of communication, and I could commend y'all tremendously for that, man, because right now, KAOS gonna be talked about for another 10 years.
Right.
Because I'm here giving you KAOS right now,
And I feel like it's still future job to learn, the history. For them. Like I'm still learning.
Wait, I hear it. Again. Echo.
I don't know where is it.
Is it a computer? I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I just
muted.
It's still sick. Say something now, Jay.
Yo.
Now unmute yourself, David.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I still hear myself. Here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. How to echo.
Can you hear it? Uh-oh. It might be me.
Yeah, because when I had muted your screen, I didn't hear it. No.
Is it two devices?
I'm on one device.
Okay.
So I'm connected to my car. I'm on one device.
Hey, if you disconnected from your car, if I hear.
Let me see.
We're gonna put a pause out.
It might be just.
I still can hear.
Can y'all hear it?
There we go.
There you go, right there.
That's it. We good.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
That's
right.
perfect.
All right, cool. Dang, I lost my train of thought. I was going with it.
Yeah, all them diamonds. So
yeah, where I was going with it.
So wait, I had one to ask too. Who was your first battle and what was it like?
I think my first battle was Boo.
Uh-huh.
Man, me and Boo battled a lot because I think what happened was when we first started in as Little KAOS, Boo wanted to be a part of KAOS, and I guess he didn't make that cut. And he thought that because, again, like I said, I had to be one of those ones to work harder than everybody else because I had to really catch it. You know what I'm saying? And he come at me a lot. We battle a lot. You know, we talk trash, we battle. It was all in good fun though. But that was it. And to be honest with you, it was tough. It was tough for me because I had to become that dancer that had to be individually climbed because I love the performance. You know what I'm saying? So it was different.
Yeah.
It was exciting, it was fun, you know, but being in a battle, that's why I say performing is better than me being in a battle because I could perform and I could put stuff together and a performance really good. Like I could show different things, you know. But I wasn't scared of battle. That one thing if I knew I was gonna lose, hey, I'll lose. You know what I'm saying? Only people I gotta hear from is from my group, or my older counterparts and my group, you know what I'm saying? They gonna tell me you need to work harder, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's still an image and you still gotta get out there. So my thing is that everybody didn't know, but a lot of people knew me as White Mike.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know me as David, they know me as White Mike. So everybody knew when White Mike come around, he finna give you 100. It don't matter if he gonna lose or not. You know what I'm saying? So if you battle him, you better be ready because he ain't gonna get tired. He's not gonna quit. He gonna keep trying to pull different stuff out. It's just what it was, you know? So it was fun. It was all in fun though. I loved it.
That's dope. That I definitely was curious about that. And I was I always been curious on some of the morals and lessons that KAOS taught because y'all definitely was so tight like family. I always had wanted that because man, y'all definitely had everything together.
Yeah, we stayed tight knit. Like it started from family, you know. Our whole family was a part of KAOS. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody that was in there was brothers and cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like we was 100 with each other. You know, and everybody we brought along had to feed into that. They couldn't just come in and be individually on their own like that. We brought them in, you're a part of this family. So that means when you do something, it affects this group. It affects this family. You see what I'm saying? So that's one thing I try to, instill in my own kids and the kids that I mentorship. If you're a part of something, when you go out in the world, you gotta remember your image is on that group or that circle that you in. So if you bring somebody with you the next day, they're gonna think they're gonna be on the same thing. It's the perception. It's not the actual fact, but it's the perception of what you just did prior to. So those are the things that we had to really learn that, man, because as young kids, when we started off, yeah, we did some dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like we did some dumb stuff. It was what it was. And of course, like I said, our leadership, our family, they weren't finna keep letting that ride, So we had to figure a way. We had to figure it out. And we eventually did.
Mm-hmm. Dope, man. That's super dope.
So go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead, boo.
So I was about to ask, why you in statement? So I can just imagine, because I know you was in the south suburbs, but I'm talking about this is in your youth. You know what I'm saying? When you was youth, your teenage years. So going back and forth though, because I know you was going to the city too, because you know what I mean, like you wanted to, sharpen up your skills and you wanted to see what the city, you know what I'm saying, had to offer. So what was that like that first like trip though, like to like a city party where, you know what I'm saying, like, because are you from the city or are you from the south suburbs?
I'm from the south suburbs.
Okay,
I'm from Fort Heights. Yeah.
Okay, so how was it far as your experience going to like that first city party?
Scary. Because the reputation that the city had.
Right.
And it was one of them buildings that, you don't even think you would go into.
Right.
One of them areas you wouldn't even think, Inglewood areas and stuff like that. So, like I said, Robert Taylor home, we walk in, you getting searched by people that ain't even cops. You know what I'm saying? Like that alone was scary. Boy. But when you get in there and you see it, it was unreal.
Oh.
It was unreal. Females, little kids in the party.
Yep.
Dressed up, house-o-matic. They spread the flow for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, they knew. They knew who they was. Just to have that in our own hood was crazy. We was like, that's what we need, y'all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to bring. And that was it, man. It was like they were so organized. They were so respectful to each other. Even though it was one of them areas where you don't think it would be that much respect.
Right, exactly.
But it was. You go in, they knew who he was. They knew we weren't from around the area. You had your crazies and you had your people that just knew, that'll protect you. So it was that, man. It was, like I said, it was scary starting it out, but as you go through it, it was like natural. It was like, man, it's still another family. It's a whole nother world.
Yep.
Whole nother world, man.
One way in, one way out, boy.
Yeah.
Boy, them parties.
One way in, one way out.
Hey, yes. Some parties to be lit though, boy. I'm talking about no movement. No movement. You know what I'm saying? The only movement you're gonna get is when they spread the floor. That was it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you was dancing on top of each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you was. Yes, you was.
It's crazy, dog. Crazy, boy. Ain't nothing
just
like
to see though. The people, man, they was doing things, man. We was like, man, how they doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how they doing that?
Nothing like them low end parties, boy. Them low end parties was, man,
they was lit. Now that was lit. Them low end 39th, 39th, 51st, man, them was lit. Them was parties that when we go to Markham and the Dawn Expo had no, and they was packed in those, but they were nowhere compared to that.
Not compared, man. Like
not even close.
And I was a kid. Like
that's crazy.
I was a kid. You you know what I'm saying, going to the party. So I couldn't even really do what everybody else is doing. Like I, you know what I'm saying? Like I could just go dance or whatever. And you know, that was it for me. Like, oh, it's time for you. Dark, you know what I'm saying? The street lights come on, it's time for you to go in the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? But everybody else is still out there. Like, bro, man, dude, that telling you, that was crazy.
Yeah, it was street lights.
It was real, man. It was
Real,
real,
bro.
like it was real. It wasn't no joke, man. You could, like he said, the little guys, they had to go in. You know, they had to come out the party. Party still going 3, 4 in the morning, man. I don't know if y'all ever heard of the club NFX.
No, I never.
Y'all remember? Y'all ain't never. NFX, it was a club, man. They stay open till like 4, 5 in the morning. It was kids leaving that club, going to school the next day, and it was only on a Sunday.
Yo,
but it was so lit with all the dances.
Where was it at?
Yeah,
it was like Indiana somewhere.
Okay.
It was like on the border in Indiana somewhere like that, man. It was crazy.
Hey,
these clubs.
While you speaking on what you talking about, I'm just remembering that at those parties, it was a curfew. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we did have the shorties had to go home at like 8, 9 o'clock. And then I remember they used to turn off the music and everything. It was like, hey, y'all gotta go. Like, and people, they will leave, they will go home, and then, you know what I'm saying, the party go back on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mad as hell.
Like never even stop.
Man, cuz I still got a cup in a bit, man. Damn, son.
Gotta sneak in the party.
Yeah, you gotta sneak and stay. Like
sneak and stay.
Yeah, sneak and stay, buddy. Yeah, what it was. Like when you in the club already, and they cut that music off, you better hide somewhere. Because they was coming. If they saw you, you was gone. You couldn't even look young, you was gone.
You knew, man.
So
I know you probably had plenty of situations where so we normally have a segment that's called Chicago Footwork saved my life, you know what I'm saying? And I know you probably got a story where, you know, you was maybe at a party, or maybe you was at dance practice or somewhere dancing, you know what I'm saying? And you could have been somewhere else and something happened, or, you know what I'm saying? And you like, man, like if I was there, besides, you know what I'm saying, if I wasn't at practice, or if I wasn't at this party, you know what I'm saying, I'll probably be, you know what I'm saying, at this situation, you know, in that situation, you know what I'm saying? So if you can give us one of your stories, you know what I'm saying, on that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can say just being from the Greasy, man. Like I said, easy greasy. It was rough back then. It's rough now.
Yes.
And just knowing that when you come home, you hear about somebody passing, somebody getting shot, somebody getting killed. Well, you know, being where I went, you know, to the parties, you know, that where there's the dance parties and stuff like that, it kept us from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we from the hood. Everybody knows, right? They know our name, know what we do. But practicing and being able to go practice and get out of school, or get off the block, anything like that, and go practice and go perform, that kept us off the streets. That saved our lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we brought a different vibe. You know, we couldn't catch everybody, but it caught majority of the people that was in KAOS still live. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We didn't catch all of them, but we did. We got a high percentage of keeping some of those kids safe and still living today. You see what I'm saying? And that was the biggest thing. And that would be my story to it. Because again, it saved my life just for the fact that I didn't have too much. You know what I'm saying? I was a young kid in a new area, bad attitude, and didn't know where I was going. Just trying to make moves and trying to be an adult too fast. And it just so happened something jumped in front of me. You know, the little family I did have, like my cousins and stuff like that, they pulled me into something that was different and encouraged me to do that. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, and that dance was the major thing, because that carried me a long way. And to this day, I don't think I'll be living if it wasn't for KAOS.
Man,
I think
that's powerful, man.
Doug. I'm glad you decided to, become a dancer. Then you know what I'm saying? Because I know that was tough. It could be tough. You know what I'm saying? Especially seeing, you know what I mean, your people out here that's you might have friends that was in the streets and they might was, you know what I'm saying, in the Pelly Pales and the Averex jackets and you know what I'm saying, driving, you know what I'm saying, box Chevys, and you like, man, like, you know what I'm saying? So that can kind of drive you into being that person, but strong-minded, you know what I'm saying?
We were smart, we wasn't, we was, all of us are smart. And I tell every youth or any person, any natural human being comes out smart. When we start off in the world, our mind grabs everything. It's just how we use it on a consistent basis to keep moving. Right. And so when we had the opportunity to have that group and see all these people having these cars and clothes and shoes and doing all this other extra stuff, we decided to say, okay, we want that, right? But how do we get that and still do this? You know what I'm saying? So, and we were smart about it. We just smart. We just stayed together. We stayed tight knit, and we earn what we do. We earn our keep. Some of us got jobs. Some of us hustle. It just what it was. But it wasn't to the point where, okay, we're gonna get killed, we're gonna get shot, we're gonna get murdered, we're gonna go to jail, it ain't have to be all that. It was we got the protection we needed and we did what we had to do. And the people that fed into us and the support we received from the people that saw us doing positive stuff helped us out. Right. And we still to this day appreciate. It don't matter if it was a hustler that was helping us out. It don't matter if it was a person that was working at McDonald's that was helping us out. We appreciate that, and we thank God that they was there to help us.
Man, that's where they had I had wanted to give a question too for you. Was for the new generation of footworkers and people that's learning the culture and things like that. What would be 4 or 5 things that you would tell them? As far as if you had some tips or advice, what would be 5 things that you would probably give somebody that's coming up in the new generation, any age?
Don't give up. Stay strong in the game with that culture, because it's gonna always change. Which means number 3 would be acceptable to change. Things change every day. We got to be acceptable to that. That's how our creativity comes out. So number 4 would be stay creative. Think before you act. Think about what you're gonna do. And then number 5, keep it going. Don't let it die, because this is a strong situation, man. It's a strong situation that'll carry for many years to come. And every generation is that carry. So I would give them those ideas and that mentality, man.
Okay. Man, amazing, man. Hope y'all wrote them diamonds down. Indeed. So so next question. This is from Big Brother Ken from HOC, from House of Creation. Ken said, where did the Uncle Bubba come from?
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna be real with you. That dance is actually a mixture of the butterfly and a couple of, just a couple of things that we saw from one of our uncles. You know what I'm saying? Our uncles, they used to dance and do their thing. So we caught some old school stuff together, put that butterfly, mixed it with that, and we just called it Uncle Bubba because it looked like one of our uncles doing it. You know what I'm saying? So
You just call
it
it
was
the Uncle
cool, man.
Bubba.
It was cool. Like I said, it was creativity. You had to do something with it, you know what I'm saying, and have some fun. But that's what it basically was. It was just named off of, you know what I'm saying, a look, a style. You know,
Okay.
so yeah.
The Uncle Bubba. This one is from Tamara. Shout out to Tam. She said, you mentioned you love performing. Do you remember some particular memorable performances?
Yeah. I particularly like a performance that I did outside of KAOS. I went to Champaign for about a half a year, and I hooked up with a group down there, and we did a performance on stage that was unreal. Like we pulled, it was like a stepping show, but we did our thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we did our style of dance. We brought our culture to them. And man, we grabbed that crowd. That was the most memorable time ever, man. Um, we got to see a few people. Matter of fact, it was and we got a chance to dance against Marquise. Y'all remember Marquise from believe he brought Panic in from Sunnyfield. He was down there at the time, and I got to perform with a group that was with them. Man, it was crazy. It was unreal, man. The creativity, the stuff we did on that stage, man. That was a time of my life. That was a time of my life. I love that performance. But the performance with KAOS that I really loved was when we was at our own talent show at Cottage Grove. We threw our first talent show at Cottage Grove, man. And we had so much support, so much love from the people all over, you know, from the Heights, from different areas come from all over to see us perform. And we had different groups come out to perform in it too, man. And for us to be the spokespeople and the highlight of the show, that was crazy. That was crazy for us. That was crazy for us. I love that.
That's dope.
Well, that actually answered the next question. Because Crossfire was like, what was your greatest moment being a part of KAOS Posse? And you just answered it. Gotta what is it? Oh, okay, I got that. AG AG gotta say he said he's smoking. He said he's smoking your old ass. No, but much love. You was next in line until they got to fighting at the Starfly.
Yeah. They did get the fighting in there, didn't
yeah, they did.
That was an amazing King of Circle though. Y'all was doing y'all thing, man.
Yeah. I didn't think I was gonna last that long. It just was what it was. Yeah. I guess the support that I got in there, man, like I said, KAOS, just when you walk around, everybody knows us as KAOS, you know what I'm saying? Like, and for us to get in there and show it, like you said, I wasn't scared to get in there and show it. I might have been an old head, but yeah, and still, I wasn't scared to show what I know how to do, because that's what I know how to do. I've been doing it for too long. So I wasn't scared of it. It was just, I just wanted to have fun. I enjoyed it.
So we got a Queen. I say Queen. Ken got he got his hand raised. Go ahead, Ken. He got his hand raised.
Go ahead. Wait, I don't hear. Okay, is he? Did you unmute him?
No.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, we can hear you now.
You know I was gonna chime in for the big homie, man.
What's up, bro?
You already know it, man. Glad to see you on here, Jack.
he said, Jack. You're funny as ever, bro.
Man, all blessings, man. Honor and the pleasure to be amongst these greats, man. You know what I mean? I know I missed the first little portion of it and everything, but man, bro, like I'm gonna tune into I'm gonna go back and look at it again. But you know what I'm saying? At the same time too, the Uncle Bubble, I had to say it because look, bro, they don't even realize, bro. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to you know what I'm saying, the footwork world, but that's like a whole like Chicago high school. That's like major dance out this way. So when we do it, you know what I mean? They're not even doing it yet, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And I know it came up.
Hey, for the wait, hold on. I think it's another I think
they just muted
okay,
this.
there you go. Yeah, I was about to say we got some people around the world that probably never ever saw it before.
Never saw it before. So make sure whenever he stands out.
Yeah, I was about to say
I see
around the world that probably never.
Whenever you jump out the window and you go to one of these parties, bro, you make sure you show them how to do that, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta show them, bro. I'm telling you, he the coldest one to ever do it. I swear on my life.
You get yeah.
Creating dance stuff like you don't see people do that. Still, so the whole time it started with KAOS Posse. So it's always love and respect. So like I still do it. Like sometimes when I do it, y'all probably don't even know what I'm doing. Looking at me like I'm crazy. Cal Herb know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, when you come inside, bro, show them how to really do it, big bro. Cause that's y'all dance, man. I'm telling you, when y'all talk about somebody like something that got created that nobody does, man, that Uncle Bubba is crazy, man. Now,
I appreciate it.
Some people try to show it to y'all before, thought it wasn't done right. And I see Big Homie there, so I want to say right now, that man is cold as hell when he do it. So he has to
appreciate you, bro. We appreciate it. Appreciate
that. Right. You want to learn how to do the Uncle Bubba? Like get to David.
You know it's
yes,
all
sir.
love,
That was, man. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Blessings.
Appreciate that.
Hey, that definitely was a legendary dance, man.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Man, I got a one from Hollow. Well, it's not a question. It's actually a statement. He said, "KAOS had some crazy down south names for moves." So y'all had some crazy names for the dance moves?
I was just about to ask, like, what was some of y'all other names? That's what I was
Man, we had
some of y'all
well,
names.
Uncle Bubba. The Uncle Bubba, that's an old school. That's a South. That's like my uncle. He from Mississippi, so that's what we call him, Uncle Bubba. So that's why we. I told you, it's a style. It's the way we. That's the way he look and move. You know what I'm saying? And then I can only name another one I can remember would be like Snake Bite. So when we did the percolator, we did a lot of things where if you see Michael Jackson Thriller video, and you see them dancers when they moving like snakes and they doing all type of crazy stuff with their body, we did that. We added that to the percolator, and we called it the Snake Bite.
Oh.
So dang, okay.
Yeah. So we
All
did
right.
a lot. We do a lot of stuff. We created, like I said, stay creative, because it's gonna always be. It's always gonna change. Change and creativity is gonna keep the hip hop culture. It's gonna keep the dance culture. It's gonna keep everything moving.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, always. That's always with the music and everything. It's always gonna be changing. Always gonna be evolving. Always gonna be something new. Always,
Man.
Yeah.
So what you got? So what you got going on out in Florida now?
So I got my youth organization I just started up called Commitment LLC. I'm gonna do a little bit of mentorship with the kids around here in the inner city. And then I'm also the commissioner of football at one of the parks. So I run the football program, and I'm a coach's liaison with them. I do a lot of volunteer work with my job. And I also do volunteer coaching with a team called Florida Dream basketball team. I do a little coaching with a travel team with a football, Pensacola Hype. So I do a lot of things with the youth. Of course, my kids are involved, but my commitment LLC is outside of my kids. It's more mentoring any kid that need help, if they need tutoring, if they need any type of guidance.
Right.
So I do that type of stuff as much as I possibly can. But I'm gonna try to get that commitment LLC to expand to not only athletes, but to the youth that want to do science projects, that need help with that I could sponsor. Work with kids that it's all about the books, kids that want technical skills, work with the community to try to build up some type of program where we could bring young kids in that don't want to go to college, but want to have a technical skill to, keep getting a good job and stuff like that. So I'm gonna work with those type. But it's all in my mind. I just keep moving. It's all about what I can do better, what I can do to leave a legacy to my family, to know that I did this not just for my kids, but for the communities and the youth around me. Yeah. So and then I also, if I need to do something in Chicago, I'll come back home and rep that with my youth organization as well. So, and I try to a lot, when they throw the parties and stuff, I want to try to come in and help and bring like donations to those parties, like Ken Folks Entertainment. I want to hook up with him. I see him a lot.
Shout
I
out
like
to 5950 Jamon.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. They doing their thing, man. And then Reese McKinley, when he doing his thing, man, I want to link up with them, man, and bring some of that to Florida, some of that Chicago vibe to Florida, and bring some of this Florida vibe to Chicago. It just, intermingle in certain ways that'll bring us together, and bring all this violence and stuff, man. We ain't gonna be able to stop it, but we could bring it to a minimum. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could cut it down as much as we can, and help our young people, man. And that's just my goal. That's just what I live for. Like I said in the beginning, my life was hard. I didn't have all that support and the support that I bring to people now. So I'm gonna keep bringing it to the people because I've seen it. I've seen it happen. So I bring it real, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing or none of that. I've seen a lot, living in them foster homes, living in them juvenile centers and stuff like that. That stuff that ain't life for a kid. They need something better than that. So we can show them better, we can bring better, and they can be raised better. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole purpose, man.
Well, if you you can always inbox me. I'm always down to, come out, you know what I'm saying? Travel, man, I'll come out there and teach, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, most definitely. Because I'm all about the youth, man. I'm all about the kids, man. Like, it's, we getting older, you know what I'm saying? We done had our fun and had our time, you know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much, it's up to them and on them. You know what I mean? We gotta pass our our gifts and talent down to them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Turn now. So whenever we can most definitely chop it up and talk, because I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm all about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
So yeah, most definitely. Let's give the people your social media handles.
Yes. So people get in tune and connected with you.
Well, I'm only on LinkedIn, and you can find me by my name, David Laxton, and I'm on Facebook. And you can link with me through the messenger on Facebook, stuff like that. Right now, I ain't really got into like Twitter and all of that stuff yet, but I will be getting into it because I'm still an old head in a sense. One thing I want to do, man, I just want to give a shout out to my people, man, my KAOS family, my father figures, Fred, Leroy, all my brothers and sisters that rolled with us and did their thing, Lamar Neal, Kenny, y'all was on my side, you know what I'm saying? And I love all y'all, man. And we talk every day, but it's not it's not every day you can get on a spotlight or on a show like this and show the world how much we love each other and we family and brothers, man.
Yeah, facts, man.
Right.
Definitely.
So we most definitely want to appreciate you, bro, for taking the time out of your schedule for real, man, and giving us some knowledge, you know what I mean, giving us history of KAOS Posse, you know what I mean, because I know I didn't know anything, you know what I'm saying. I was listening super extremely hard, like seeing what what you had to talk about, you know what I mean.
Yes, sir.
So hope everybody took notes, you know what I mean. His social media handles is on my page, so y'all can leave a message. You know what I mean? He's a cool dude. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, like one of the coolest guys I know. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Uh,
Definitely get in tune with Big Bro. Doing amazing work out just all over and just about unity. That's what it's all about too. So getting connected, networking, and pushing forward for the future to keep evolving and taking things to the next level.
Most definitely.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we want to make sure we gave you your flowers, you know what I'm saying, while you still rocking, you know what I mean? Like, while you still 10 toes down, you know what I'm saying? So that's the whole big reason behind, behind the name, the show. We want to salute our legends, you know what I'm saying, our big homies, our OGs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we want, we don't want them to never forget, never think that we forgot about them and the work that they put in so we can be in a position where we are at right now. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
that's one big reason behind that.
You got your bro Lamont Cowherd talk about let him know when you're ready for practice.
You know it, bro. You know it. You know it.
Him and Harlow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they say
They're my bros, man. I love them guys, man. They hit me up all the time. I'll be in Chicago soon, man. So I'm gonna get up with my people.
If you can, man, try to make it August 7th. Havoc reunion. That's what basically.
Oh yeah, August 8th. Yeah, August. Yeah, if you come,
okay.
if you come out that weekend, August 8th. If August 8th, we do once a year. We do a huge.
Why I said the set? Oh, okay.
It's the week. It's the weekend of the 7th, but it's on the 8th.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, we do this annual picnic once a year where we bring out all generations, all ages, a big family event. We cooking out, free food for the kids and activities and things like that. But then also we got all the DJs come out and they just, man, we just play music all day and it's just an open free event for everybody. So it's definitely dope. Definitely dope.
That's cool, man.
So
that's
like
cool.
People from around the, and there's also a time where people from around the world they fly out to Chicago. So a lot of times a lot of times you get a chance to meet somebody from Japan and meet somebody from South America, or you got somebody that footwork in Cali. They right next to you, and we all in Harvey. It's just like everybody around the world meet up in Harvey, and it's just like a big dance event. It's cool. It's pretty dope.
Man. I'm gonna have to try to get to that.
Yeah, man, it's really dope.
Yeah. So this is the part of the show where we let everybody else that's online on the Zoom promote what they got going on. I know Crossfire. I know you got the Track Attack.
Hey, yo, what's the word and such, man? Track Attack, July 25th, 7 to 8:30. Reloaded battle of Phil versus T-Rail. Y'all don't want to miss that. It's gonna be busting and such.
DJ Phil versus T-Rail. Ooh, that's gonna be fire. That's gonna be fire. Dope. Definitely tune in for that.
Yep. Anybody else have anything they want to promote? Or we
CFology. We got the CFology camp.
Yeah, we got the CFology camp that's going on in August. You can go to the CFology Instagram page to register. Link and stuff is on that page. Also, we have I have a fit day party Sunday, July 25th at the Promontory from 1 to 5. come and rock out with us. You know what I'm saying? It's a dope environment, great vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you will not want to miss this. The link is on my page actually. The tickets are going super fast. You know what I'm saying? So you need to get your tickets right now. They online. So you know what I'm saying? Once you get a chance, if you get out, once you get out to close out the show, you can go on my page and register. A day party. Anything else I'm missing out before we close out? As far as July.
Yeah, I think that's about.
One more thing. Don't forget, everybody, for Work Appreciation Month. So it's hella events going on for the whole month.
Oh yeah.
Actually, after Track Attacks, there's gonna be a lot of events like late July and all of August. So
yep. I forgot, and I was short about to say that. Oh yeah, so I don't know, Ken, Dave. I don't know if y'all know, but yes, we are officially making August Chicago Footwork Appreciation Month. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because pretty much everything happens in August. You got the Billiken Parade. You got everybody have their picnics in August. You know what I'm saying? Just everything is in August as far as like, the culture. You know what I'm saying? The dance.
Okay.
It's picnics and reunions.
Yeah, that's all it is. You know what I mean? So we just was like, you know what? I mean, we don't have a Footwork Appreciation Month. So why not do it in August? So now, you know what I'm saying, we trying to tag that. You know what I'm saying? We trying to tag that, so therefore, everybody can reach out. Hopefully you can get a KAOS Posse reunion. You know what I'm saying? Going, like, we can get a HOC reunion. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we just want to like kind of branch that off into that 1 month. You know what I'm saying? We can get everybody into that 1 month. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that'd be super dope. But on another note, hope everybody have a good, peaceful, restful day tonight. You know what I mean? Until next week, we got another dope episode next week. You know what I'm saying? And look out for us. All right, peace out to everybody tonight. Have a good one.
Salute.
Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good one, man.
Salute, brother.
Yep.